Title: Transmigration into the game world. Opening scene. Lu Yuan, a dedicated gamer, finally achieves the impossible, winning over the most powerful female heroine in his favorite fantasy game, Heavenly Love. His victory fills him with pride as envious players flood the chat with comments like, "That's my wife," and "I'm so jealous." He grins, reveling in his triumph. "I am Lu Yuan," he declares, a hardcore gamer thriving in the world of fantasy. But just as he basks in his glory, fate takes a cruel turn. A sharp pain seizes his chest, his vision blurs, and the real world fades into darkness. When he awakens, he finds himself somewhere unfamiliar. His mind races as he processes the impossible. He is transmigrated into Heavenly Love's game world. But this isn't the glorious existence of a hero. Instead, he is an NPC, a mere villager. Before he can make sense of his situation, a familiar face appears before him. It's Gu Shi, the daughter of the village chief, Gu Dao. Her expression is troubled as she speaks. "The Watermoon clan is coming tomorrow," she says, voice laced with worry. "They want me to marry one of their cultivators." Lu Yuan narrows his eyes. In the game storyline, Gu Shi was always meant to be engaged. But now that he's part of this world, things feel different. "I don't want to marry him," she admits softly. "I want to marry you." Her words catch him off guard. His heart pounds as memories stir. Memories of Gu Shi from the game, of their moments together. Could it be that she truly knows him? Gu Shi suddenly collapses. Without hesitation, Lu Yuan catches her in his arms and carries her to her bed. He watches her breathing stabilize, but his thoughts remain in chaos. "I need power," he mutters. "If I'm truly in this world, I must be able to obtain abilities. But where's the system?" Silence. No notifications, no interface. Nothing. He clenches his fists, frustration mounting. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Then, a subtle glow envelopes Gu Shi. A prompt appears before his eyes. Favorability system activated. His gaze darts to Gu Shi's status. She holds a 3-star favorability towards him. A new power stirs within him as strength courses through his body. "Yes!" he breathes, exhilarated. This is it. But before he can celebrate, Gu Shi stirs in discomfort. He realizes the fabric of her clothes is clinging to her skin, damp with sweat. He hesitates, then sighs. "I know this is embarrassing, but I need to help her." Carefully, he adjusts her robes, ensuring she's comfortable. As the night deepens, he steps away. "I should return to my room before anyone sees me," he thinks, making his way toward the window. He prepares to leap down, only to realize he's on the 3rd floor. Wait, this is too high. Too late. He tumbles downward, only to land gracefully, his reflexes sharper than ever. A realization strikes him. My abilities are improving. So this system, it's real. A voice cuts through the silence. "Lu Yuan, what are you doing here in the middle of the night?" He turns, eyes widening. A mysterious figure steps forward. Another important NPC. What's happening now? The protagonist introduces Fu Huang, a significant secondary character in the story. Fu Huang is deeply connected to the narrative and plays an essential role in the game's universe. Dialogue: "I was just wandering around." The protagonist says casually, "What about you?" Fu Huang listens carefully before responding. "Lately, the village has been facing a lot of trouble. Some people are trying to take advantage of the chaos. I've been keeping an eye on things." The protagonist watches him thoughtfully. "Ah, so you're someone who never openly expresses emotions. You hide them, but they always surface in subtle ways." He smirks knowingly. "That's one of the game's features. I recognize it well." The protagonist takes a moment to process his realization. His expression shifts as understanding dawns upon him. "Oh, I see now. So, I really have transmigrated." Without hesitation, he begins his cultivation, channeling his energy inward, preparing himself for the journey ahead. Outside, she suddenly speaks, her voice sharp. "Did you really think I wouldn't notice? You've been watching the Gu family's daughter, haven't you?" Fuya stiffens, choosing his words carefully. "She's worthless. But if she decides to take action against me, I'd have to be cautious." A moment of hesitation flickers in his thoughts. Wait, why am I even worried about her? Why do I care? The next morning, the protagonist wakes up, stretching as he adjusts to the new day. Ah, so morning has arrived. Thanks to the world efficiency system, I did gain some benefits, but I barely feel any real change. I need more experience. This keeps the intent intact while improving readability and emotional depth. Let me know if you'd like any further refinements. Ready for the next segment? The protagonist stretches, feeling the faint effects of his progress. I gained something, but it's barely noticeable. I need more experience. He assesses himself carefully. From what I can tell, I've reached Chi training stage level 1. Beginners usually take 8 to 10 days to get here, but I did it in a single night. If I keep gaining experience, I should be able to level up faster. A thought lingers. His progress feels slow. I need to accelerate my development. I should focus more and push myself harder. He sighs. But gaining experience means taking on tedious tasks. Ugh, I really don't want to do those. Maybe I should find a scroll instead. Scroll discovery. He thinks aloud. The game story hasn't unlocked first or second grade scrolls yet, which means finding one will be difficult. Login rewards give some items, but nothing useful for now. Then a realization strikes him. There's one scroll, the Experience Scroll, written by Xie Qin, a legendary creator and artist. If I can find it, my experience gain will double. After searching, his eyes light up. There it is. He holds up the scroll, amazed. I never thought Xie Qin would be part of my collection. If this scroll really works, things are about to get interesting. Unexpected encounter. Just as he turns to leave, someone suddenly steps in his path. A masked figure. Before he can react, they collide, chest to chest. The protagonist suddenly realizes, oh, I almost forgot. This is Fu Yuan. Her first appearance is always with a mask. She tilts her head slightly, observing him. You look different today. Fu Yuan observes him closely. It's true. Last night, you were filled with confusion and anxiety. But today, as I check again, you seem different. You look fine. She pauses for a moment before adding, well, I was a little worried. As a minister, it's my duty to... Fu Yuan straightens slightly. My duty is to care for my people. Well, it's not as if I'm actually worried about you. The protagonist smirks. Is that really true? Because from what I see, you do care. He pauses thoughtfully, then says, if I remember correctly, there's a fine jar of wine atop Tiger Fong Mountain. Would you like to share a drink with me? A flicker of interest crosses Fu Yuan's face. She considers his offer. She does enjoy a good drink. Fu Yuan raises an eyebrow. That mountain is full of beasts. Do you really think you can bring back that legendary wine jar from there? She pauses and adds, wouldn't it be easier to just buy some fine beer from a bar or restaurant instead? The protagonist smirks. Now, that's an interesting perspective. Fu Yuan watches him carefully. Where exactly are you heading? He laughs lightly. Don't worry. I'm just going to retrieve it. With a confident stride, he turns away. And when I return, I'll drink alongside you. His expression shifts into determination. This is my first real attempt. From now on, I must follow the story's path, just as it is meant to unfold in this world. Scene transition. The journey now leads him toward Pavilion Chi in the village. As he arrives, a sharp voice cuts through the air. I will not marry. The protagonist freezes, recognizing the voice instantly. That's Gu Xin. Looks like she's in trouble. His expression shifts as he prepares to intervene. The tense atmosphere crackles as warriors stand face to face. The air is heavy with the weight of imminent battle. Character A, even if I die, I will never accept this marriage. Give up now. Character B, what nonsense. You must marry me. There's no escaping fate. A deep silence follows. Then a voice interrupts. Village elder, please, I urge you all, leave this place at once. Character A clenches her fists, their defiance unwavering. Character C, Master Gup, I highly advise you to reconsider. Do you know the consequences of standing against Watermoon Glen? Character B smirks, drawing their blade. Character B, do not mistake me for a weakling. My strength has never waned. I have defeated warriors from your clan before, and I can still do it today. Even your so-called leader acknowledges my power. Character B releases a surge of energy. The impact shakes the ground, sending Character C flying backward. Character C, gasping in shock. Unbelievable, that raw power. Beside them, an elder woman watches in stunned silence. Main character, muttering to themselves, what just happened? How did this sudden battle begin out of nowhere? Character D, fueled by rage, steps forward. Character D, you are nothing but a lowly mortal. I belong to the immortal clan. Know your place. Character D lunges, sword flashing. Their strike is swift, forcing the protagonist into a desperate defense. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the battlefield. Main character, eyes filled with concern. Roshan is in danger. I must help him. Another opponent steps forward, sneering. Enemy, who are you, wretch? How did you get here? The enemy scoffs at the villagers around them. Enemy, all of you are worthless. None of you deserve to live. They launch an attack, but suddenly, boom, an explosion erupts. The dust settles, revealing the main character, untouched, standing tall. Enemy, in shock. Impossible? How could a mere mortal survive my attack? A female elder watches, eyes wide in recognition. Elder, could this be? Shu Van. The battle pauses for a fleeting moment, uncertainty hanging in the air. Main character, forgive my interruption. If I have overstepped, I ask for your pardon. They glance around, their expression tightening. Main character, I was so caught up in this, I lost sight of the original path. This isn't how things were supposed to unfold. Character A, I can't believe how reckless I was. I plunged so deep into the heart of the story that I lost sight of everything. I let it stray into an entirely different direction. This wasn't supposed to happen. I made a mistake. Elder, is this truly Shu Van? My Shu Van? Her voice trembles with disbelief, emotions swirling between hope and sorrow. She steps forward hesitantly, searching his face for confirmation. Would you like to add more depth to this moment, perhaps exploring Shuvan's reaction or the significance of this revelation? Elder, her voice breaks as she clutches him tightly. Shu Van, where have you been? I searched for you everywhere. I never stopped looking. Tears stream down her face, her grip tightening as if afraid he might disappear again. The crowd watches in stunned silence. Whispers ripple through the air as people struggle to comprehend the sudden emotional shift. Villager 1, in disbelief, what just happened? Villager 2, softly, could it really be him? After all this time? The tension lingers as Shu Van stands frozen, overwhelmed by the reunion. Scene, the elder and the 3-year absence. Elder, you left suddenly without a word 3 years ago. I thought I would never see you again in this lifetime. Protagonist, pauses, expression unreadable. She is a level 2 foundation core cultivator, the daughter of the clan leader, the future ruler, perhaps, in this immortal world. She is considered one of the most beautiful women, and yet, right now, none of that holds any relevance in this story. As he listens to the elder's words, she, eyes filled with hurt, voice trembling with unspoken anger, I never thought you would run away like this. You promised me. You said you would take care of me. But you coward. She, firm, but wounded, now that I finally found you, you have to come back with me. He, hesitant, voice heavy with regret, wrong, I know I was wrong. But at that time, I had no other choice. He thinks to himself, conflicted, his emotions a tangled mess. I don't even know why I left her. Maybe it wasn't entirely my decision. The affection level, it forced me out. But now, he grips the character card tightly. Now I have it, and I am prepared. A fragmented memory surfaces, a flashback triggered by a moment long forgotten. Flashback, a hidden encounter. The memory unfolds. A young woman bathing in a serene, moonlit lake. A seemingly innocent task had led him there. A requirement from the game, obtain her character card. But to do so, he had to steal her clothes. He approaches silently. But just as he reaches for them, a faint noise betrays his presence. Woman. Voice sharp yet steady. Who's there? Protagonist. Gulping. Hands raised offensively. Miss, please. I swear, this is not what it looks like. Just sit down first, and I'll explain. She narrows her eyes but obeys, crossing her arms. Woman. Explain? Fine. Start with why you're stealing my clothes. Protagonist. Sighs, hesitates. I need your character card. To get it, I have to take these. Woman. Dangerous calm. You have two choices. Hand them back or face consequences you won't live to regret. Protagonist reluctantly places them back where they were. Fine. Fine. No harm meant. As she dresses, an unexpected bond forms. A connection sparked from an absurd circumstance, yet undeniable in its significance. Scene, the present confrontation. Elder, softly. So you admit it? You really did all that. Before the conversation can continue, another voice cuts through, bold, authoritative. Gu Yang. Bedros Wang, you're an idiot. What is happening here? You two don't look like you belong together at all. You were apart for so long, and by the way, her gaze sharpens, Bedros Wang is mine. He will always be mine. Tension mounts as another figure steps forward, a looming presence, demanding answers. Villain, mocking smirk. This is quite the scene. You, boy, who exactly are you? And more importantly, what relationship do you two have with him? Roan, cold, unwavering gaze, mind your own business. Or he can answer. The protagonist tightens his grip around his sword, the weight of the past and the present colliding. Protagonist, low voice, I'll explain later. First, let me deal with this. Villain, scoffs, eyes gleaming with contempt. You, a mere mortal, daring to challenge me? Without hesitation, he lunges forward, an attack swift and ruthless. Protagonist, watching the oncoming strike, mind racing. Is this power enough? Last time, my strength had increased beyond what I thought possible. But even now, his grip tightens around his weapon. Even now, he's stronger than me. Still, I have to try. Seeing the battle begins, he prepares for combat. Facing his opponent, a formidable force far stronger than he anticipated. Protagonist, determined. So, this is my first real battle since coming into this world. I don't care how tough he is, I will win. His opponent lunges, an attack swift and deadly, but the protagonist counters, sword drawn in defiance. Protagonist, gritted teeth, voice resolute. I am my father's son, and I will fight as one. Blades clash, the battle ignites, and fate begins to shift. Villain, die! The moment his attack is launched, the MC braces himself, eyes locked onto the incoming strike. MC, thinking there are countless hidden needles within this attack. Without hesitation, he leaps into the air, narrowly dodging. Seeing this, the villain smirks. Villain, let's see how you escape now. He launches another attack, faster than before. MC, thinking his speed has increased, the villain's confidence grows. Villain, now I'm certain this time you won't survive. But MC remains composed. MC, thinking most players focus on speed and reflexes, but I know another way. No matter what kind of attack they unleash, all techniques have one weakness. Light. His sharp eyes analyze the villain's movements. MC, thinking he's using a fan to generate his attacks. That means I have only one option. Summoning his strength, the MC channels his energy. MC, by combining my tactics and skills, I can generate enough chi force to counter this. Without missing a beat, he unleashes multiple strikes in rapid succession. MC, I control my own fate. The villain's eyes widen in shock. Villain, thinking that's cloud lightning. Could he be from Cloudy Bridge Mountain? As the second strike lands. Villain, thinking that's the wind blade technique. Is he from the Blade Clan? Another hit. Villain. Thinking this, even my own Water Moon Clan elders couldn't perform these attacks. MC. I'm a veteran player. A pro. Of course I've mastered the basic techniques of every clan. A powerful explosion ripples through the battlefield. Just as chaos erupts, Elder Rong steps forward, shielding everyone. The MC lunges at the villain with a decisive strike. MC, what do you think of close combat battles? The villain retaliates with his strongest hidden needle attack. Yet, the MC counters effortlessly. Villain, impossible. How are you counter my most powerful moves? MC, because I've already studied every technique you're using. From the sidelines, Gu-in watches in awe. Gu-in, my Xian is so cool. The MC smirks. MC, what happened? Why did you stop attacking? Where's your pride? The villain's expression darkens. MC, you came here for Gu-in, didn't you? The villain's gaze shifts, and in an instant, he lunges toward her. Gu-in flinches, but... Villain, Rong. Elder Rong steps in, blocking the attack. She shields Gu-in effortlessly. Villain, Senior, why are you protecting an outsider? If the leader finds out, you'll be punished. Elder Rong's expression remains firm. Elder Rong, outsider? He is no outsider. Villain, then who is he? Elder Rong meets his stunned gaze. Elder Rong, he's my husband, and the father of my child. Silence hangs in the air. The villain's eyes widen as reality sinks in. His body trembles. And then he collapses. His junior rushes to him, shaking his shoulders. Junior, Master? But there's no response. The junior stares in horror. Junior, he's dead. A wave of shock spreads across the battlefield. The MC exhales, processing what just happened. MC, thinking did he really just die? After all those attacks, he struck at me with his strongest move, yet it was his own anger that destroyed him. He turns to the crowd. MC, you all saw he attacked me first without cause. I only defended myself. I did nothing wrong. A servant nods solemnly. Servant, you're right. You did nothing wrong. This